Buster. For your final assignment, respond to the Vista Verde Memorial Park, 4310 Sarah Road, East.
We are begging the public that if you saw an incident of road rage that occurred on Interstate 40 westbound, starting east of Coors in the westbound lane, and it continued, cars cutting each other off, to please contact us at 242 COPS.
This isn't a new phenomenon. I've been a police officer with APD since 2002, and we've consistently run into the issue of having to go out and recapture the same individuals over and over again. I think what's brought it more into the limelight recently are more high-profile issues. The issue of two CNN journalists being robbed at their Motel 6. Steve Garrick, a beloved bartender who is doing nothing more than taking his dog for a walk and gets ambushed by 6 teenagers in his own driveway. Little Lily Garcia getting shot on the freeway. So you see a lot of these issues that are a little bit more prevalent now because of the high-profile nature, but this isn't a new phenomenon at all.
Russell and her husband, who is a CNN correspondent, were staying at a Motel 6 in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Russell says an armed robber pointed a gun at her in the parking lot, then forced her back into her motel room. And once they were inside, he demanded their belongings. But a gunfight broke out between this suspect and her husband. Her husband ended up shooting and killing this would-be robber, but he was also shot 3 times, but is expected to survive.
That dude say when he looked in the mirror, he saw the devil. He didn't see a devil. He saw a wimp. He saw a real wimp to do that to a person when they're sleeping.
Albuquerque police, stay in the car! Stay in the car! Put your hands on the steering wheel! Put your hands on the steering wheel now! Hands on the steering wheel! Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Hands up on the steering wheel! 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 Hands up!
Hands up! Get your hands up!
Hands up! Turn the car! Hands up! Watch out, Mick! Watch out, Mick! Watch the female! He's out!
So a lot of what we try to stress is mindset and situational awareness. It doesn't matter how good the tool I have is, it doesn't matter how much I train with that tool. If I'm unaware of something taking place, I'm going to be the victim of a violent event, and I leave it up to chance or the ineptitude of my attacker. So one of the things we try to teach is situational awareness. You know, being aware of every nook and cranny, being aware of everyone around you, not prioritizing them as a bad person, but just knowing who's around, who's where, trying to open up your vision, field of vision, if that makes sense. You know, making sure that you see as much as is out there. That way, if you see someone that's suspicious, you see something weird taking place, you have more time to plan a defense or at least an option to flee. 76% of violent crime in New Mexico happens with a contact weapon. So the chances of you being touched with a tool, a knife, a gun, a fist, a leg, or being tackled before you ever knew you were a victim of violence is high. So, you know, we have this fantasy of somebody being really far away and me shooting at them and then falling. But in reality, the chances are that they're going to be up close and personal. So we need to train to open up our fields of vision and know what's going on around us, as opposed to just having this idea that we're going to know who the bad guy is before he attacks us.
So you mentioned that a lot of times, you know, having the tool can create problems.
Yeah. We also try to tell people that having a firearm on you doesn't mean that you're going to be able to defend yourself with it. You know, if somebody had a gun on me right now, there's really nothing I could do but try to comply and hope that it goes well, or draw another line in the sand and try to fight when it comes to that. A lot of people try to present a tool when there's not space. So the altercation for my money and my wallet ends up being an altercation for my pistol, which could turn pretty deadly to me. So we teach a lot of in-fight weapons access stuff here, trying to get people to understand that just because you have the tool doesn't mean it should come out, and it certainly doesn't mean that it could come out now to be a benefit to you.